Hello, everybody. Welcome back to House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. I'm joined by four famous faces battling it out for this trophy. Let's meet our players. They are Kelly Cates, Tyger Drew-Honey, Desiree Burch and Matt Allwright. Welcome back, everybody. Blimey, that was quite a first show, I would say. Kelly, should we take a little look at the leaderboard after yesterday?
Let's.
Now, it doesn't tell the whole story, this, because it was such a battle royale between you and Matt. Extraordinary scoring. The buzzer speed of both of you was amazing. We can't let him win twice in a row, because he'll be unbearable.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't
you know
think?
him better than I do.
Well, no, I just think anyone
He
who
seemed
wins
quite
twice
modest
in a row.
yesterday, but maybe
yeah,
that's
always...
yet to come.
I'm also unbearable when I lose.
I know, but I want to see both yous.
OK.
Tyger, now these two were knocking lumps out of each other, and you and Desiree, a slightly quieter game, I'm going to say. But it's impossible with these two. How can we claw this back?
I just need to know more stuff.
Oh,
more quickly.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know more stuff more quickly.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Desiree, welcome back. You and Tyger drew yesterday the same amount of points.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Matt took home a...
Can't get better than the fondue.
Lovely fondue set. But today you have a... there's a stress doll, there's a scented candle, apron, a pair of driving gloves you can have yourself.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I thought that was something surgical.
Listen,
Fingerless, though?
whatever you want to use it for, Matt, it's up to you. We don't pry. Apron, cushion, stress doll, scented candle, driving gloves. What do you fancy there, Desiree?
Driving gloves, because I've always wanted a pair of driving gloves.
They would be cool, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Matt Allwright, welcome back. What a victory.
Thank you so much.
What a victory. How's the fondue set looking after you?
Well, I'm eyeing up that apron because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a very sloppy fondue.
It's a sloppy fondue. I hear him already. So he's already eyeing up one of the prizes, Kelly. Matt, very well played. Yes, there's a great show yesterday. Shall we join battle again? Once more onto the breach. Let's see what we're starting with today. Highbrow, lowbrow. OK, this is how this works. I will ask you two questions. Both questions have the same answer. If you get it after the first question, I'm going to give you 2 points. Get it after the second one, I'll give you 1 point. The only thing is, the first question is highbrow,
OK.
and the second one is lowbrow. Kelly, we will start with you. Here is your first one. What was the traditional title of medieval rulers of China and leaders of Mongol or Turkish tribes? That's highbrow, right?
Yeah,
That's
really
highbrow.
highbrow. That's
You know,
far too highbrow.
Some people at home are getting this, so they're getting 2
I
points
know.
here.
I know.
Free guess, any name?
No idea.
You can pass this and go on to the lowbrow question.
I think I'm going to have to.
Yep.
I don't want to, but I'm going to have to.
So here's your lowbrow question, same answer. The Star Trek film released in 1982 was called Star Trek: The Wrath of... Oh.
I've got no idea. I knew I'd find that one...
All right.
Yeah,
on
I knew
the
I'd
buzzer.
find that one harder, though. I knew that as soon as it's Star Trek, it's never happening.
Okay,
No, I've genuinely...
You're giving nothing? OK, you are locked
idea.
out. Fingers on buzzers, everyone else. Oh, Matt. Desiree knew it.
I don't know.
Oh, can you believe it?
I did push it. I'll show you a push.
You did push it real good. Push it real good.
Matt.
Khan.
Khan is the answer. Yeah, very well done with the Khan.
No.
Tyger, here's your highbrow question. Which fruit appears in the surrealist masterpiece The Son of Man, painted by René Magritte in 1964? You can have a free guess. That's the nice thing
It's a
here.
free guess.
And at least it's narrowed down a little bit.
Man makes me think banana.
Does it indeed? So you're going to say banana?
Yeah.
OK, let's see the lowbrow question, see if you're going to stick with the answer banana. You get 2 points if it's right. What is the first name of Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin's eldest child?
Well, I think the answer is now apple.
Is the right answer for 1 point, Tyger. Well played. Desiree, here's your highbrow question. Which of the Bronte sisters wrote the novels Villette and Shirley?
That's the one I don't know.
I'm afraid I can't accept that as an answer.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to the lowbrow answer.
Yep. Free guess, any name?
I mean, I think it's Emily, but there were 3 or 2. There were 3, right? Charlotte, Emily, and the other one.
OK, so we'll say Emily for now. You can, of course, change it after this one. Which Sex and the City character marries Harry, the divorce lawyer, in her separation from Trey?
Charlotte? Charlotte.
Is the correct answer. Very well done for 1 point. Matt, I was going to say welcome to the round, but you've already managed to steal yourself a point from out of the hands of Desiree. Here's yours, Matt, for 2 points. What name is shared by the son of King Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy and a count in Romeo and Juliet?
I'm going to say Paris.
Paris, says Matt. Well, 2 points if you are right. Let's see if you change your mind after the lowbrow question. In The Simple Life, what was the first name of Nicole's BFF?
I mean, I have no idea what The Simple Life is, so I'm going to have to go with Paris.
OK. You played this question exactly the wrong way round, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was Paris. You get 2 points, Matt. The best friend was?
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton, yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see. Kelly, for 2 points, here's your highbrow question. Known until 27 BC as Octavian, who defeated the general Marcus Antonius and became the first Roman emperor?
I'm going to go for Augustus because of the Octavian 8 thing. That's my thinking.
Augustus, nice thinking. Let's see if you change your mind.
I mean, I can't imagine
what the lowbrow question would be.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. What's the lowbrow question? Hold on a minute. Oh my days. Look at that. What is the name of Mr. and Mrs. Gloop's overweight son in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Are you going to stick with Augustus?
It's Augustus.
Is the right answer. Well done. 2 points. That was beautifully worked out. Nicely done. Tyger, for 2 points, here is your highbrow question. Which painting by the Victorian artist Ford Madox Brown, exhibited in 1865, features a group of labourers digging up a Hampstead road?
Always with the paintings.
So sorry.
I don't know much about art at all. The digging labourers?
The digging labourers. Now I really want to see what the lowbrow question is. So the digging labourers, you can, of course, change your mind when you see the lowbrow question. At the 2016 Brits, Rihanna and Drake performed a raunchy dance to what single? With the digging labourers.
Yeah, I didn't watch the 2016 Brits.
Do you want to pass it?
No, I will say Umbrella.
Umbrella. Is that the correct answer? It's not, I'm afraid. Anyone else want to have a go? Yes, Desiree.
Does it work?
Is the correct answer. Well played.
I remember that song.
Nice work.
Point to Desiree. Very nicely done. Desiree, and it's your turn now.
All right.
2 points if you can get the highbrow question. In the Pulitzer Prize-winning play Cat on a Hot Tin Roof by Tennessee Williams, by what nickname is the plantation-owning patriarch Mr. Pollitt known?
Oh, is it Big Daddy or something like that? It's Big Daddy?
You're going to go with Big Daddy?
I think so.
Let's take a look at what your lowbrow question is. What was Shirley Crabtree's wrestling name?
No idea who that is or what. So I'm just going to stay with Big Daddy, because who's Shirley Crabtree? Sorry. Is that a British thing, or should I know that?
The whole of Britain is currently applauding you, Desiree, because you're absolutely right. It's Big Daddy. Well done. Matt, here we go. Last question of the round for 2 points. Can you answer this from the highbrow clue? What name is shared by a family of 15th century Venetian painters and the composer of Norma and I Capuletti e I Montecchi?
The only Venetian painter I can think of is Caravaggio.
OK, so you're going to say...
Caravaggio.
Caravaggio. Let's see if you want to change your answer when you see the lowbrow question. Which cocktail combines peach nectar with fizzy wine?
OK, Bellini.
Bellini is the right answer. Well played. 1 point. That is the end of that round. Shall we take a look at the scores? Well played, everybody. Here's how we stand at the end of the first round. Tyger has 1 point, Kelly with 2. We have joint leaders, Desiree and Matt with 4 each. Let's move straight on to round 2. Let's press the button. Chronological. This is a pairs game. The player in last place, currently that's you, Tyger. It won't be for long, I know that, gets to choose their partner.
I think I'll go with Matt.
You've been a popular choice, Matt. You changed places with Desiree. Now, what happens in this round, you play in pairs. I'm going to show each pair 3 events, and you just have to put them in order that they happened, OK? So the order in which they happened. The little twist is one of those events concerns one of your opponents. OK? Shall we start with you, Kelly and Desiree? Your category is dogs, and here are your 3 events. Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men is a UK top 10 single. The book The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime is first published. And Matt Allwright makes his first appearance as a reporter on Watchdog.
I'm trying to remember reading the book and when and where I was.
Okay.
But then I can't. I mean, my memory of Who Let the Dogs Out is limited.
I feel like that's late 90s, Who Let the Dogs Out. Like,
OK.
Yeah.
So Curious Incident in the Dog in the Nighttime. Did I read it before or after I moved to London? Did I, Desiree?
I picture you in a cafe, there's water dripping, it's beautiful, you're right in Soho.
What do you think about Matt, though? When did he...
I feel like...
when was he first reporting on Watchdog?
So 18 years. He can't
Black and white.
He can't have been there. He can't have been there 20 years.
Yeah, I guess not.
Must be the most.
How old do you reckon? What's the early 30s?
Easy.
It's only one twist. It's either 2 and 1 or 3 and 2.
My initial reaction was to swap the first 2.
All right. Oh, do you think Curious Incident came out before, like, 97, 98?
No.
Because that's when I'm vaguely guessing.
So then swap the other 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea what.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
let's do that then.
So
Let's
you're
do it.
thinking Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt Allwright.
Yeah.
I think so.
Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. OK, let's put them in that order. Matt, can you remember the year you first reported on Watchdog?
Yeah, it's 97.
Interesting. Interesting. Let's see, have you put those in the right order? You have not, I'm afraid. Let's see what the right order should have been.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt first, then Who Let the Dogs Out, then Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, 2003. It's not the first time you presented it. That was like, were you kind of a junior reporter?
Yeah, I was very junior. They made me wear a hat. That's how
No
junior
way.
I was. Yeah, I was reporting on fabric conditioner, and they made me wear a hat with the name of the fabric conditioner on the hat. And
Wow.
sadly, before you ask, those tapes have been lost.
Oh, that is a shame. That's a shame. That's a very bold look. Shall we take a look at yours, Matt and Tyger? Your category is Ivy. 3 things here. Please put them in the order that they happened. Uma Thurman stars as Poison Ivy in the film Batman and Robin. Coronation Street character Ivy Brennan, née Tilsley, makes her final appearance in the show. And Desiree Burch graduates from the Ivy League University, Yale.
Wow.
What are your first sort of instincts? Because I've never watched Corrie.
That's you and me both. Poison Ivy, Uma Thurman, wasn't that the dodgy one with George Clooney? And I'm thinking that's about 2004.
OK.
Desiree, I don't want to make judgments.
We don't want to insult her.
She would have graduated when she's 21. So that's...
So how long ago was that, you can say?
Oh, so actually...
I'll leave that one to
You see how this round works?
So I'm going to say that Poison Ivy was before Desiree graduated.
OK, I would go with that.
Then Ivy Brennan goes somewhere, let's say before. So we go Ivy Brennan, Poison Ivy, Desiree.
OK, so you're going Ivy Brennan, Poison Ivy and Desiree Burch. Let's put them in that order. When did you graduate, Desiree?
2001.
2001.
I'm older than I look.
Let's take a little look. Have you got them in the right order? No. You have got them in the right order.
Yeah!
Can I
got them in the right order for the wrong reasons.
Well done.
very well done, everyone. Desiree and Tyger, if you swap back round again, and we'll take a look at the scores at the end of that round. Tyger and Kelly both have 2 points. Desiree, you have 4. Matt out in the lead again with 5 points. Let's take a look at what we're playing next. This round is in code. In this round, we give you all of the answers to the questions, but they're written in code. The code is a very simple one. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, all the way through to Z equaling 26, OK? So we'll show you a category. We will then show you a series of clues. You just have to tell us what they are, please. Your first category is video game characters. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. Who is this? Yes, Kelly.
Pac-Man.
Is the correct answer. Very well done. P-A-C-M-A-N. Here's your next one. Yes, Desiree.
Donkey Kong?
Is the correct answer as well. Well played. Here's your next category. African countries, all written in code. What's the first one? Yes, Desiree.
Egypt?
It's the correct answer. We finally found a round that Matt Allwright can't do.
Rubbish.
Here's your second African country. Yes,
Madagascar.
Kelly. Is the correct answer. Wow. Well played. Wow. Well played. And here is your third. Yes, Matt.
Uganda.
Hey, is the right answer. Well done. Final category in the round is Santa's reindeer.
Yes.
Here we go, everybody. Yes, Matt. I'm afraid I need
Blitzen.
an immediate answer in this round, so you are blanked
Blitzen.
out.
Oh.
You've got to say it immediately. No thinking time, I'm afraid.
Fair enough.
Anyone want to buzz in?
Come on.
Yes, Kelly.
Blitzen.
It is. It is. They're stealing answers and they're stealing answers. Yeah, I need an immediate answer. You can't have any more thinking time when you've buzzed in. And here's the final question in this round. Yes, Tyger.
Dixon.
Is the right answer. Well played. Well played. Let's take a look at what that has done to the scores. It might have affected Matt's lead, I suspect, after Blitzengate. Tyger, you have 3. Kelly, you have 5. Our joint leaders, Matt and Desiree, on 6 points each.
I have never been out of last place.
Oh, God, imagine the heady heights of second one day.
Oh, I know. Can you
That would
imagine?
be great, wouldn't
I'm
it?
getting quite attached to last place.
2 rounds to go. Very, very close today. Very close. Let's see what we're playing next. Put your finger on it. I need everyone to take their tablets out, please. Now, in this round, I'm going to show you a series of pictures. I will then give you a clue. You need to put your finger on the answer to the clue. OK? Let's take a look at your first picture. Can you put your finger on the withers, please? The withers. Do you ever cover horse events, Kelly?
You never cover horses. It means something completely different.
It does, yeah. Kelly,
Yeah.
where have you put your finger?
Well, the equivalent of sort of here.
OK,
I think.
the withers, just sort of the kind of the scruff of the neck,
yeah,
maybe.
kind of.
Tiger.
I thought it might have been something
Oh,
to
yeah.
do with that part of the horse.
I have always wondered what they called them. Desiree, where have you put the withers?
I just picked a place on a horse.
I always assume Americans know about horses. I don't know.
No,
why.
we just know that they go.
Maybe
You
'cause
hop
of-
on one and you're like, pow, 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 and that's all we know.
We'll find out, I guess. Matt, do you know about horses?
Not at all. And
Okay,
I just thought I wouldn't want to be touched on the withers.
No.
So that's where I put it.
So let's see, where are the Withers.
Oh,
Kelly, exactly
nice.
right. I thought you were confident.
Spot on.
It's a little ridge between the shoulder blades on a horse. Point there for Kelly. Well done if you got that one. Here's your next picture. I want you to point to the following, please. The King of the Mountains.
What does that even mean?
One of those gentlemen is the King of the Mountains. Tyger, what's your thinking?
I was going to say that it might have been the name of the trophy, and then you said it's one of those gentlemen, and I thought the two on the top podium would be too obvious. So I've gone for one of the ones on the lower podium and the one with sunglasses that I like most.
Desiree, what's your thinking?
I also went with the same gentleman just because he's got bigger thighs, so he looks like he is up in mountains, and he also looks like he gets more sun than the rest of them.
Matt, any insider knowledge on this?
it was a stage of the Tour de France some years ago, passed through Yorkshire, and at the top of a particularly steep hill, there was a cafe. The cafe was painted in polka dot. That is the only reasoning I've got. It's the only explanation I've got for why I've chosen the gentleman in polka dots.
OK, gone for the polka dot jersey. Kelly, who have you gone for?
As have I, purely because I thought it's probably not Chris Froome.
OK, there we go.
And then I thought, I assume it's somebody who's particularly good at the climbing stages of the Tour.
That's exactly what it is, yeah. But which one is it? Which one of those is the King of the Mountains? Is right. Very well done. Green is for the best sprinter. The yellow jersey, that's the leader of the Tour de France. And white is the best young rider. Well done if you got that at home. Let's take a look at one more picture. That looks a lot like planets to me. Can you point, please, to Venus? Everyone seems quite happy about this one. Happier than King of the Mountains.
I don't know if I've made a terrible, terrible mistake. I'm going to change at the last minute. No, I'm not. I'm going back.
Oh. We've had a last-minute double change here from Tyger. Desiree, we'll begin with you. Where is Venus?
It's the one right before Earth.
OK, you've gone there. Matt, do you agree or do you disagree?
I absolutely agree with Desiree on everything.
Except for most of the answers I've given.
Yeah, apart from that stuff.
So you've gone the same place. Kelly, have you gone on the same place?
I have gone for the same one, yeah.
You have. Now, Tyger changed his mind twice at the last minute. Where's he gone in the end?
There's something wrong with the calibration on mine.
I'm not going to assume you thought it was a trick question. Now, someone told me that there's a mnemonic for remembering the order of the planets. And I can't remember the whole thing. But one thing I do remember was it begins my very easy method. And you are all absolutely right. Very well done. Let's take a look at the scores at the end of that round. Well played, everybody. Well played at home if you got a few of those. Tyger, you're in last place. How about that? Goodness me. How does that feel?
What's happening?
Interesting. Desiree, you are now on 7 points. We have tied on 8 points, Kelly and Matt. Let's play our final round. It is, as always, Answer Smash. I will show you a picture. There'll be a clue underneath. Please smash the answers into each other. A point for every correct answer you give me. A point off if you give me an incorrect answer. Best of luck, everybody. Here is your first category today. Harry Potter actors. So the name of the actor and smash them into the clue below, please. Here's your first one. Which singing duo had a 1965 UK #1 with the single I Got You, Babe? Yes, Kelly.
Emma Watts, Sonny and Cher.
Emma Watts, Sonny and Cher. Well played. The correct answer. Let's take a look at your next one. Which insects, often referred to as white ants, construct giant mounds to live in? Yes, Tyger.
Helena Bonham Carter mites.
Is the right answer. Well done. Here's your next Harry Potter actor and your next clue. What mechanical device, commonly abbreviated to ICE, creates energy by burning fuel within itself? And that's Tyger.
Rupert Grinternal Energy. No.
Oh, incorrect, I'm afraid. Anybody? Yes, Kelly.
Rupert Grinternal combustion engine.
Is the correct answer. Well played. Standing on the shoulders of giants there, I feel. Here's your next category. Art galleries and museums. Those will be the pictures. Smash them into the clues beneath, please. Which scientist formulated the equation E = mc squared? Yes, Matt.
That is the Victorian Albert Einstein.
Victorian Albert Einstein is the right answer. Well played. Here's your next picture and your next clue. What is the name of the first aid procedure used to dislodge an obstruction from the airway of a choking person? Matt.
The Guggenheimlich manoeuvre.
Is this the Guggenheimlich manoeuvre? Well played. Here's your next picture and your next clue. What is the title of Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney's 1983 UK #2 single? Matt.
The Musée d'Orsay, say.
Is the correct answer. Well played. The Musée d'Orsay and say. Your next category is sports presenters. Those will be your pictures. There'll be clues underneath them. Here's your first one. In The Wizard of Oz, which song is performed by the Munchkins in celebration of Dorothy's house landing on top of their adversary? Yes, Kelly.
Claire Ball, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
Here's Claire Ball, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. Well played. Here's the next one. Which 1976 sci-fi film is set in a future where people are not allowed to live beyond the age of 30? Yes, Matt.
Gabby Logan's Run.
Is the correct answer. Time is up. Goodness me, that was close. Kelly and Matt, level points going into it. Are you still on level points? Let's take a look. Who has won Tuesday's House of Games? Matt by 1 point. Oh, he's done you again, Kelly.
A cultural desert. It was the museums that killed me.
Yeah, the museums got 3 museums in a row. 12 for Matt, 11 for Kelly. Tyger in last place on 4. Desiree with 7 points. Matt, you've won again. 2 shows in a row. You know what that means?
I couldn't let the apron go.
Of course. So yesterday you won the fondue set. Today you would like...
It's going to be the apron.
It's got to be the apron to go with the fondue set. Very well played, Matt. Nicely done. Let's take a look at the weekly leaderboard. Tyger is at the bottom, 3 points. Desiree, you have 4. Kelly has 6. Matt out in the lead on 8 points. Well done. It can all change. There's still 3 days to go. We'll see you again tomorrow on House of Games. See you again as well. But for today, it's goodbye.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?